Hello everyone, Alina here, straight from Barcelona with the latest updates about immigration to Spain. Today I'm going to tell you about significant changes in Spain's immigration policy that will come into effect very soon. These new rules will affect many people, especially students, especially entrepreneurs, especially families. So please, await for the news. In October 2024, our Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez announced plans to accelerate the legalization of migrants who are already residing in Spain. He emphasized the importance of an open immigration policy for sustainable development of the country in his speech to the Congress of Deputies. Migration data of Spain according to the Ministry of the Interior. In 2023, 56,000 migrants illegally crossed into the country. This highlights the need to expedite the legalization process for those who are already in Spain. So what's new on the horizon for immigrants in Spain? First of all, students' permits only for higher education. The first thing that is really important and stands out is that student visa can now only be obtained for higher education. For example, you want to study in university or in business school, and if you plan to study on language or vocational courses, you will need to apply through a consulate. You will not have possibility to apply in Spain. This could be actually a really headache, especially for those over 30 or arriving with the families, as not all consulates handle such requests with understanding. And mostly there are a lot of denegation if you want to move from one country to Spain if you are more than 30 years old. But on another hand, families of international students actually can now stay in Spain and obtain necessary permits without having to return to their home country for paperwork. And actually it's interesting. So it means that if you're a student more than 30 years old, you need to apply from consulate. But if you are already here and with you have here your family, they can apply for residency with you. So or you all apply from your country or you all apply from Spain. Next one, student visa for the duration of studies. Now the student visa will be issued for the entire duration of university studies. This means that undergraduate students will no longer have to renew their visa each year, as it was before, like one visa for 1 year, next visa for 1 year. Now if you go to study in university and your courses will be 4 years or 5 years, you will get student visa for all the period of education. Perfect. Next, easier transition to residency permit with work rights. If you have been in Spain for over a year on a student visa, you will have the opportunity to immediately change your status to a residency permit with work rights for 4 years. It's amazing, not 1 year or 2 years, 4 years. After submitting your application, you will receive a temporary work permit until a final decision is made. So you will not have this gap. You can directly go from the study to work. Students will be able to easily transition to a residency permit with work rights, provided that work does not interfere with their studies. This will make it easier actually to balance work and study and simplify access to the job market for all international students. I think actually it's a huge and it's a big victory. Another interesting updates, limits on visa extension. It's also worth noting that student visa can no longer be extended indefinitely, like you cannot be student for forever. For language courses and volunteer programs, an extension is possible only once, only one time, while for vocational education up to 2 times. So it's important to know, so only 1 or 2 times. Requirements for extending language course visa. The new regulations also affect the extension of visa for language courses. Now, to extend your student visa, you will need to obtain a daily diploma or register for the exam. So you cannot just make the exam in your language school. You need to make daily exam, and you need to know that now it's already applicable in many different regions of Spain. Another amazing news is automatic visa approval. It's actually really huge. If you do not receive a response to your visa from Extranjería, from Migration Bureau during the month, it will be automatically approved. Imagine, it's called Silencia Positiva, and this change promises to significantly speed up all the process, because from their side they will know they need to respond quickly. So it's amazing. What else awaits for migrants? Simplified process for obtaining no lucrative residence permit. I will remind you that this permit is for the people who, for example, come and they want to get pension from the country and live for this money. They have passive income. So for new regulation, they said that after first non-lucrative visa, you can apply for second and 4 years you will get permit. So it's amazing. First for 1 year, next for 4 years, and then you can apply for your not temporal permit, you can apply for permanent permit visa. So it's perfect. Next one, introduction of single permit. One of the most significant changes will be the introduction of single permit, allowing foreigners to live and work in all EU countries. So you will have residency that will work not only for Spain, this residency will work for all the countries of European Union. But it's important, we are talking only about a permanent residency card, not about temporal residency card. So only after 5 years living in Spain, you will obtain this new card, permanent one, and with this permanent card you can work not only in Spain, in any country of European Union. Another great news is about right to work. All residency permits except for the non-lucrative category will now include the possibility of employment or self-employed. So you can work for yourself and open the business, or you can work for some company. There will also be a provision for extending the residence permit for 4 years, after which one can apply for permanent residency. So the logic is the same. After first card, you will get the second card for 4 years. And these 4 years you can work in any place where you want, or you can open your business. And after this, you will get your permanent card. Another interesting news is about support for relatives of Spanish citizens. Relatives of Spanish citizens will now be able to apply for residency and work permits regardless of their status of dependence. This will simplify the family reunification process, and actually I think that it's amazing news, and I'm really glad that they actually make easier for people to be here and work here if here they have family. Updating job journal. Spain is facing a labor shortage in certain sectors, and in response to this issue, country decided the new regulation will update the catalog of vacancies where there is a shortage of personnel, better reflecting the actual needs of the Spanish labor market, including professions that were not previously included in this journal. This means that foreigners will find it easier to get the jobs in Spain. So actually Spain kind of opening the doors for work force. Extended time for job search. The validity period of the job search visa is increased from 3 months to 1 year. This will provide more opportunities for employment. So for example, if you lose your job, you will have not only 3 months to find new one, you will have 1 year. That's really good, because sometimes it takes time to find a job, no? Temporary legalization for rejected asylum seekers. Individuals who have been denied refugee status and have been in Spain for over 6 months will be able to apply for legalization through the arraigo. And actually it's really good, because it's really important step towards humanitarian support for migrants. So if you are here with one denegation, okay, don't worry, you still can apply for another residency by arraigo. Accelerated permission timelines. Now foreigners will be able to obtain permission based on social routes, arraigo, after only 2 years in the country, instead of the previous 3. This new provision opens new horizons for migrants seeking to settle in Spain, because actually you can integrate into society and legalize your status faster. Family reunification relatives of Spanish citizens will be able to apply for residency and work permits regardless of dependent status, significantly simplifying all the process for relatives and for their family members. Flexibility for workers. foreigners will be able to obtain residency permits and work rights more quickly, as well as transition more easily from student status to worker status. So actually the magic is that they are thinking how you can begin to work faster, and they're making it happen. Another important news: protection for women. Women who are victims of violence and their children will be able to obtain residence and work rights, providing hope for protection for vulnerable groups. And here I wanna actually a little bit talk about this more, because for example, if one girl, she came with the guy and he is working and she has status because of him, and for example, if he is violent or he is like a bad guy, let's say, and she decides to live separately from him, she loses the status because it was connected to him. And now she can apply the documents and explain the situation like, look, I not with him because he is violent, I cannot continue to live with him, but I need residency. And she can apply for work permit, and she can live separately, and she can have her papers totally separated from him. So it's actually amazing because Spain's thinking about this, because you know a lot of women with the kids, they're alone without documents, how they can find a job, how they can actually cover their needs and expenses, no? So now I really like that Spain is kind of look at this side and decide to help. Electronic processes. Digitalization of processes is being introduced to expedite the processing of applications, which should reduce waiting times. Because we know that sometimes for student visa, for high qualified visa, people wait months and months. So now they're saying, okay, we will try to be more online, more digital, and more quick to get your all approval. That's, I think, amazing. So I will make short summary for you. So we have really good new condition for students, but Spain say we want to see students here who are studying in university or business school, who is getting higher education. We don't want so much students who are coming to study language. So you can come to study Spanish language, but only for 1 year. So next year you need to think what else you can do. Another stuff that I really like, that they are promising that they will be faster and they will give the permits for longer period of time, for example, 4 years. Perfect, I like it. Another good news that they are saying, if you have family here, it will be easier to make a reunification with the family or to legalize your family members here in Spain. Super, thank you for that. And on another hand, Spain is telling that we will make easier connection between employer and employee. We will make easier all these work permits, and it will be easier to hire foreigners for local Spanish companies. If it will be true, that will be amazing too. So what is the best visas for Spain in 2024-2025? I think, first of all, it's startup visa, because you can obtain residency for 3 years for you and for your family with work permit for everyone. It's amazing, and it's really strong visa. You can get this visa only in 3 months. You don't need a lot of money to apply for this visa. So for me, just the best, like top one. The second one, really good one, is a digital nomad visa. If you have remote work, you can work this work here in Spain. But the problem here is one, that you need to pay taxes of Spain. Of course, you can apply for Beckham law and you can pay only 24%, but still you need to pay something. Because if we are talking about startup visa, business visa, actually if you are not open the business, you will not pay the taxes. If you will go to work to somewhere else and you can do it with business visa, you will pay only taxes, like the small amount that paying employer, not you. So actually it's kind of by the taxes and by the finance and by the freedom that you have to work for you or to work to another one, startup visa is stronger. But the second one, digital nomad, is good too. If you have remote work, you need to pay the taxes, but of course you will know for what you are paying, because you are paying for all the like good stuff in Spain, yeah, education and medicine and all the social amazing things, no? On the third place, I will put, of course, PAC, high qualified visa. If you find the offer of job here, you can come and you can work and you can have all the rights actually that you can have in Spain. And only on the last place, I will put the student visa, because student visa with every day have less and less rights. But on the other hand, you can come, you can study, and after this apply for work, because to find the job after that you have local education, it's easier then you come here and directly searching for a job, because it depends on the level of the job. Of course, if you will work as waiters, it can be easier, no, if you know the language, if you have permit. But if you don't know the language, for example, and you don't have job permit, of course, like the starter time, it's better if you start in with student visa. And on another level, I will put the fifth one, it's non-lucrative visa. It's visa who are choosing people who actually have the passive income. Maybe you have the rent in your flat, or maybe you have some royalties, or maybe you have dividends from your business, or maybe you got the pension, for example, from Germany or from UK. So you can come here, you can live for this money, and here you will not be able to work, because non-lucrative is permits without permit to work. Why? Because the logic actually is this: if you have money like regularly coming to a bank account, you don't need actually to work. But after 1 year of non-lucrative visa, you can apply for new visa for modification with work permit. So actually, that's the news about a new reform of immigration law in Spain. And here is the best visas that you can do in Spain. So actually, Spain is really open. Spain is not like a lot of countries of the European Union that are telling that, no, we are closing the doors, we are kicking everyone out. No. Spain is really open, and Spain say we need immigrants, we need them to work here, we are welcoming them, and we are trying to facilitate all the processes. So I think it's amazing, and I want to remind you guys that I'm CEO of Dreamlife Spain, relocation international company, and we are helping to build in here Dreamlife. So not only obtaining your visa, we are helping with search of the flat, we are helping to putting your kids to the school, we are helping with insurance, with bank accounts, with everything what you need to build your dream life, not only to move here, but actually to upgrade your life and actually to have a better life that you had before. So while you continue to work, or while you continue to build your business, we are here smoothly and stress-free building your dream life. You are coming, everything is done, and you can continue to live your life already in your country under Spanish sun. So if you need any help, write us to these numbers that I will write here down on the video, and please contact me directly. My Telegram is Alina Dreamlife, and here is my number I will put to. So please, let's be in touch, and if you need any help with moving to Spain, here I am and my company Dreamlife. Thank you for watching this video, and let's meet in the next one. Bye bye, hasta luego.